cleaned my Airbnb with me after guest stayed for 21 nights for $2,400. Now that's my host payout. The guest actually paid $3,200 for this stay. That $800 difference goes to Airbnb's fees and state taxes. This is a very long booking for my Airbnb. Most of my bookings are only for 3 or 4 nights, so to get such a long booking, especially in the off season, was awesome. My Airbnb is in a beach town, so September to March-ish is a pretty slow time of year. So my goal in the off season is really just to break even. Okay, so I've recently been using this light to film, and I plugged it in over here and it's not working. The bottom portion of the outlet isn't working. Like the top works. The reason I am a little bit like, about it is because lately at this house, we've been having weird electrical problems all within the last month or so. Like this light switch in this closet stopped working and we completely had to replace the switch. There was something wrong with the switch. And then same with the switch in this bathroom right here and a switch downstairs. And now that outlet is being weird. I don't usually use that outlet because that light, I just started using it when I'm filming. So maybe that's not new, but I'm just a little bit like my spidey senses are tingling. Why are so many electrical things kind of going wrong all at the same time? I don't really like that. Anyway, back to the clean. I do want to say I made most of the beds off camera, so I did wash the linens, don't worry. Making the beds is just my least favorite part of the clean, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood to deal with filming it and making them. Anyway, these were really awesome guests. We didn't really hear from them too much during their stay. I did message them at one point because it snowed, and it never snows in Wilmington, so it was kind of a big deal. Like businesses were shut down and all of that. So I just wanted to make sure they didn't need anything and asked if they wanted us to salt the driveway, which they said they didn't. But during that conversation, they did let us know that the heating system was making a loud noise, which I appreciated the heads up. And this is something we've actually called a technician to come out to look at before, because sometimes it sounds like a whale. I have no other way to describe it. It makes like whale noises, but apparently that's normal according to the technician. So I just let the guests know it wasn't an issue and we were aware of it, but to let me know if it did get any worse. One thing I would not repurchase if I had to refurnish or start a new Airbnb is a trash can like this. It's cute. I hate it. Specifically, I don't like the metal trash cans because they get really dinged up and kind of rusty and just harder to keep clean. I also don't really like trash cans with lids because they're harder to keep clean, and also the smell gets stuck in here of whatever the previous guest had. These guests left the Airbnb pretty clean overall, but because they did stay for so long, it was definitely more lived in, so the clean took longer, which I was expecting. If a guest stays for more than like 4 or 5 nights, I know it's gonna be a longer clean just because it does get more lived in. I did notice during the clean that it appeared their dog peed on the sleeper sofa. I think they must have tried to wash the cushion cover themselves already, and that's why it's so faint. The camera's not really picking it up. And I thought my eyes were maybe playing tricks on me at first, but when I took the cover off, you could see it a little bit better on the back side. I let it soak and I washed it on a long cycle and it came out just fine. Part of the reason that I charge a $100 pet fee is to cover the extra wear and tear or time that it takes to clean after a guest stays with a pet. So no, I did not charge them any extra for this, and I did not ding them in their review. These were awesome guests and I left them a 5-star review, which they did the same for me. I was just grateful that at least this happened on the sleeper couch because it has zippered cushion covers, not the main couch, which would have been more difficult to clean. I always check the closets when I clean. In this one, I have a fan and some spare linens for that sleeper sofa. I've recently been using Murphy's oil spray to clean my wood furniture, which I'm really liking so far. I refinished most of the furniture in this house, and the Lysol spray that I used to use was stripping off the top coat. So I made the switch to the Murphy's oil and it does seem to be working a lot better. For this bed, I had to wash this one pillow insert because there was a stain on it. The other inserts didn't need to be washed, but yes, I did wash all of the pillowcases. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but obviously there was a ton more that went into this clean. But if you like this style of video, let me know and I'll make more like this. This one was just kind of a test to see how it would go.